of the most unexpected things happened. His time machine is gone. He left it in a garden of one of the future people, and now it's gone. But he got a feeling that it was in the middle of a statue that looked like a sphinx. You know, the one in Egypt. So he was thinking of a way to get them, and soon he finds out there are actually two kinds of people in the future, two races. One is the Eloi. They are the weak and small and happy people who love light and hate darkness. And there's the Morlocks, who live underground and hate the sunlight, hate any light. And they were the ones who were doing all the work for the Elois. But the Elois weren't their masters. They were just doing it because it became their habit to help them. But they still hated them. And one day he decides he's going to go underground and find what's going on with the Warlocks, and he almost gets caught, but he took matches with them to fight them with lights, and he comes back with nothing, just pain. Just pains everywhere in his body that the Morlocks try to pull him down. And he also finds a big museum where he finds a model of dynamite. He was like, oh my god, I can use this to break open the wall of the Sphinx. But yeah, it was just a model. But he also finds a big pack of matches. And he once again was out of the museum, but saw it was night, and it was completely dark, and the Morlocks were everywhere. He fought them with matches, and he just left a match on the ground, which made a forest fire. The time traveler didn't feel that at first, but yeah, there was a forest fire. And the next day, he finds out the wall of the Sphinx open. And he was like, oh my god, I'm so lucky, and went inside. And it was a trap of the Morlocks to catch him. And he was like, now I can use these matches, but no, it didn't work. Because it only lights up with the box of the matches, not on metal of the time machine. But he finally gets to pull the lever and go to a farther future where the rotation of planets stopped. And he just looks at the sunlight for a few minutes or two and then come back to the 1885, which is when he started the story. And a day later, the main character goes back to the time traveler's house and finds him gone. And he waited 3 years, but he still didn't come. And the main character thought the time traveler traveled in time again. And yeah, that's the end of the story. In this book, I give it about 9 out of 10. Very good book. Loved reading it. And for